Hi guys, throw some reactions, and this video I'm going to react to episode 4 of season 2 of Doctor Who. If you watch this on YouTube, I also offer full reactions and early access on my Patreon. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Whoa! Love the music, but not sure what's going on here.
There are creatures.
There is a man coming to Versailles. He has watched over me my whole life, and he will not desert me tonight. The only man, save you, I have ever loved.
It is time! Doctor! Doctor!
Was it a one-sided love or two-sided love? The girl in the fireplace. In the fireplace. Okay. 3,000 years later. Ooh.
You know what, I'll just have a quick scan.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's enough power running through the ship to punch a hole in the universe. We're not moving. So where's all that power going?
Where'd all the crew go?
Are we gonna have a girl made out of fire? Like, what is this? With the title and everything?
Double-sided, isn't it?
Yeah, someone was waiting for you.
That's the outer hull of a ship, look.
Hello.
Hello?
What's your name?
Renette?
Can you tell me what year it is?
Of course I can. 1727.
Right, lovely. One of my favourites. Hope you enjoy the rest of the fire. Night-night. Spatiotemporal hyperlink.
What's that?
No idea. Just made it up. Didn't want to say magic door.
She was speaking English, I heard it.
That's the TARDIS translates for you.
Even French.
Yep.
Even French, for fuck's sake. What the hell?
We were talking just a moment ago. I was in your fireplace.
Monsieur, that was weeks ago. That was months.
Really?
And when are you gonna make the clock speech? Wait, it's already broken.
Okay, that's scary. Then what's that?
Oh. Oh yeah, what's the ticking?
Because you see, that's not a clock.
What the hell is it then? Is that one of the creatures? Do I want to see it? Do I want to see it?
Don't put your hands or feet over the edge.
No one does that anyway. What? Oh!
Don't look round.
Oh!
Stay exactly where you are.
Oh! What the fuck? That better be some kind of weird ass mask. Jesus.
It wants me.
Can we not?
You want me?
Ew.
Not yet, you are incomplete.
Oh, that's what you were talking about in the... before the opening. What the?
Monsieur, be careful. What do monsters have nightmares about?
And Buffy.
Excellent, ice gun.
Fire extinguisher. Here. Oh, nice needlework. Shame about the face.
Oh?
Oh.
Oh? Feels like I'm watching a play almost.
I was just looking for Renette. This is still her room, isn't it?
Did you still not
I've been
replace the
away.
clock?
Not sure how long.
Oh wait, that's another side, of course. Whoops.
Don't want your mother finding out you're the strange man, do we?
Strange? How could you be a stranger to me? I've known you since I was 7
You
years-
didn't know him?
Yeah.
So many questions. So little time.
That's a no for me. A big no. And no thanks. And are we done yet?
No way, Renette Poisson! Later
Who?
Madame Etoile! Later still Mistress of Louis XV, uncrowned Queen of France!
Who the hell are you?
I'm the Doctor, and I just snogged Madame de Pompadour!
What the fuck? Why is there a horse? Is it an eye?
Are you looking at me?
Is that a heart? Oh my god, it is! A heart! Is this ship alive or something?
It's a human heart.
A human heart is also a human eye? Don't I
I
fucking
am
know her?
devastated.
Oh, indeed. I myself am
Is that
frequently
Gwen from Merlin?
Maybe it wasn't a real heart.
Of course it was a real heart.
Are we taking
This
pictures
like
now
normal?
too?
Is this an average day?
Blimey, look at this guy. Who does he think he is?
King of France.
What's a horse doing on a spaceship?
Mickey, what's pre-revolutionary France doing on a spaceship? Get a little perspective. Idiot.
I'm
Get on
sorry,
with
I
it,
asked the
mate.
same damn question,
Maybe
you
get
know.
Gateways to history.
Oh. Ew.
Hello, Renette. Hasn't time flown?
Fireplace man!
Fireplace man.
Why should it listen to me?
I don't know. It did when you were a child. Let's see if you still got it.
Answer his question.
We did not have the parts.
50 people don't just disappear.
They used them as parts of the ship.
You didn't have the parts, so you used the crew.
Oh, hence the heart and the eye.
Why come here? You could have gone to your repair yard. Instead, you come to 18th century France. Why?
One more part is required.
Her brain?
Just keep opening up more and more time windows, scanning her
Very
brain.
efficient.
She's done yet?
Why her?
We are the same.
Get out of here! Get out of here this instant!
Renette, no.
Ah, shit. We are the same. Like, are you literally the same? I'm not sure how that works all the time.
You are inside my mind.
Oh dear, Renette. You've had some cowboys in here.
Cleopatra, he mentioned her once.
Yeah, but he called her Cleo.
Ah! Ah! What the fuck? I guess it's just a sedative.
Oh, Doctor. So lonely, so very, very alone.
You mean alone? You've never been alone in your life. When did you start calling me doctor?
A door once opened, maybe step through in either direction.
What?
Oh, Doctor. My lonely doctor.
What did you see?
That there comes a time, Time Lord, when every lonely little boy must learn how to dance.
They're gonna chop us up. Just like the crew, they're gonna
No,
chop us up and stick us all over their stupid
no.
spaceship. And where's the doctor? Where's the precious doctor now?
They couldn't. They couldn't.
What? This just... You're supposed to be threatening right now.
Do you know what they were scanning Renette's brain for? Her myelometer.
Her what?
They want to know how old she is. Because this ship is 37 years old.
The brain is compatible.
Compatible? You believe that? You probably believe this is a glass of wine. Multigrade anti-oil. If it moves, it doesn't.
What's that?
I don't know.
What kind of alarm?
Incoming message?
From who?
One of them must still be out there with Renette. That's why I can't close the windows. There's an override. Well, that was a bit clever.
She is complete. It begins.
Oh. I really want to know why exactly they need her.
I've come to warn you that they'll be here in 5 years.
5 years?
And then we go back to where we
Sometime
started,
after
right?
your 37th birthday.
The monsters and the doctor. Seems you cannot have one without the other.
Tell me about it. No, you can't go in there. The door's
Aye.
locked.
Hey.
I'm very afraid. But you and I both know, don't we, Rose? The doctor is worth the monsters.
No one is coming to help us.
Hey. Ah, the Vader walk.
As long as the ship and the ballroom are linked, their short-range teleports will do the trick.
Oh, we'll go in the TARDIS.
Can't use the TARDIS. We're part of events now.
Well, can't we just smash through?
Hyperplex this side, plate glass the other. We need a truck.
We don't have a truck.
I know we don't have a truck.
I have seen your world, and I have no desire to set foot there again.
They're gonna kill
We do not
everyone.
require your feet.
Oh. Oh. Looks like the nightmare has arrived. On the horse? Whoa! For a second, I thought he brought like a radio or something to play the soundtrack.
You look younger every day. Talk about 7 years bad luck. Try 3,000. How many ticks left in that clockwork heart? Huh? I'm not winding you up. You're right.
Can't we use those thingies to find the
happened
way
to you?
back?
They've stopped. They have no purpose now.
They better not give me a cliffhanger ending. No. No cliffhanger ending.
My lonely angel. Stuck on the slow path.
Yeah,
me.
no, where's the solution I'm waiting for? The hell are we doing?
It appears undamaged. Do you think it will still work?
You broke the bond with the ship when you moved it, which means it was offline when the mirror broke. That's what saved it.
We can make it online again?
I'm very, very,
You
very, very,
better
very
be.
Aha!
What?
Lose connection. Still want to see those stars?
More than anything.
Give me 2 minutes. Pack a bag.
Am I going somewhere?
Go to the window. Pick a star. Any star. How long did you wait?
5.5 hours.
Oh!
Wait. Always wait 5.5 hours.
Been.
Explain later. Into the TARDIS with you in a sec.
I was so scared we were gonna like end with a cliffhanger or something. I was like, wait, what are we doing? Like, are we really doing this?
She was right.
How many years has it
She
been?
said you never looked a day older. So many years since I saw you last, but not a day of it on your face. And there she goes. Leaving Versailles for the last time.
Oh.
Only 43 when she died.
Of course we couldn't have a simple yay ending. We couldn't do that. Jeez.
You alright?
I'm always alright.
No, you're not. Can you stop saying that? No one ever is.
I have seen the world inside your head and know that all things are possible. Hurry though, my love. My days grow shorter now and I am so very weak.
Just a sec. Alright, this was episode 4 of season 2 of Doctor Who, and I thought it was a very good episode. That ending though, jeez. I'm not even sure where to start, but I really enjoyed the storyline, and I found it very interesting the way we played with time in this one. How we constantly, you know, whenever the Doctor went to this time window, he got to Renette, she was always, you know, like some time has passed. We're never too sure how much time has been, well, repassed. I also really like the design of, I guess, the villains of this episode. You know, this show does tend to have a lot of CGI, so when we're not using that, I definitely, you know, am way more, you know, into it than I usually am. It's just a lot easier to get invested or to be scared when we're not using CGI. And not just the whole fact we're not using any in this episode, I especially like the designs of them. They were definitely creepy, you know, the masks themselves, like the masks, like, oh my god, the mouths and all of that, ooh. But then when you removed the mask, you had this, I mean, the Doctor thought it was pretty beautiful, and I mean, I wouldn't really say beautiful, but I did appreciate the design. I mean, I was still scared, but I guess they were less scary than with the mask. But I like all these, like, mechanical bits and pieces we saw. And this whole thing they built around it, you know, with all the sounds and the way they walked. You could totally believe that, you know, they're supposed to be, like, wind up and all of that. I just love that. And it was also a nice scary bit that we got out of it, you know, this whole, like, wait, why is this clock broken, yet I'm not, you know, I'm still hearing these clock sounds, what's going on, these ticking sounds. I really loved that bit. So, I think this episode worked pretty well, except for me, personally, I wasn't that invested into, I guess, the romance between the Doctor and Renette, and for me, it didn't really work. I don't know, I felt a little bit, I can't lie, and I think it was pretty obvious, I felt a little bit creeped out at the beginning, with the whole, like, oh, now she's older, I guess now she's adult, and now, you know, Doctor's, like, attracted to her, I don't know, it's just, I was like, okay, and also didn't really understand her, infatuation for him, and then, okay, we do get this scene later on that he is trying to, like, I guess find out what's going on in her mind, trying to find out why exactly these droids want to have her, or want to, like, scanning her brain the whole time. And then she also does the same with him. She sees his marriage, she sees him as a little boy. She even calls him, like her lonely angel. So I guess, with that way, I guess we can like skip all that talk because they pretty much know each other very well because again, they like scanned each other's like minds and memories. So she therefore knows him very well. She knows him very intimately, which okay, therefore it makes more sense, I guess, to have this special connection afterwards. But it just feels a little bit too easy to me. Just like okay, they scanned each other now, like okay, but I don't know. At the end of the day, the ending still worked for me. It's obviously I still cared when we found out, like, okay, even though the doctor was like promising, like, hey, pack your bags and just choose a star, and probably wanting her, wanting to take her closer to that star. When he got back, obviously a lot of years has passed, and turns out that she, was already passed away. That definitely felt like a slap in the face, brick in the stomach as well. And I think they still managed to have the intended effect on me. I was definitely surprised, at how much taken aback I was. And even though it wasn't that, for the romance, I still liked their connection that they, I guess, got. I also think the casting was well done. The actress who plays Renette, I liked her, and I mean, she has this sort of like, I mean, maybe I sound a little bit weird, like this aura, this vibe, it just really worked. And of course the setting helped as well. I'm always a sucker for costumes like that. Also really enjoyed the music in this episode as well, especially the music we got at the end. Hauntingly beautiful, I would say again. Plus we also got some Mickey and Rose scenes. They weren't that big of a part of the plot, but they still got some lovely scenes. I like that they were both, with the ice guns, and that they didn't listen to that one rule of the doctor, and they still wanted to like go in their own exploration, their own adventure, figuring out where one of the droids teleported to. And even though they did discover some horrible things like the heart and the eye, I still can't. They did give us some, some funny moments, but also some heartbreaking ones. Like for a minute there, I didn't want to believe it. So thank God I didn't like break into a million pieces. But it's almost seemed for a second that they would really pull a, oh, I guess now Rose lost the doctor for 3,000 years. Oops. Well, not literally 3,000 years, but I mean, I was like very excited when he was on the horse and he broke to the I guess mirror or window. I was so ecstatic. I was just like, yes, so cool. Look at it on this horse, the music. I talk about like a prince on the white horse. I didn't fully realize or immediately realize at that point that what he was just literally just discussed before that if he would do that, then he would have no way of returning. He would just be stuck there. So we didn't get a very big focus on that, but we could definitely see that was, Rose couldn't even respond. There was just this single tear. Mickey was talking to her, she just couldn't respond. And she was waiting there for like 5 hours or more. Like, and we're not even talking about the whole that she like lost the doctor. Also, like, what were they supposed to do? It's not like they can... I mean, the doctor... Rose did do it at one point, though. Well, still, it's kind of creepy if they were at this spaceship, didn't even know where the doctor was, and not really knowing what's up next. But yeah, that was definitely a scary moment. I was mainly confused, like, wait, are we doing it? I was already starting to think, like, wait, are we gonna have some kind of story arc, and we're gonna see the doctor's gonna stick in this time? But that would be weird, because I'm so used to having a different time and place every episode, and of course, it has to be with Rose. Yeah, kind of like that. So, yeah. Like I said, I really enjoyed this storyline. And I'm also happy that Mickey is probably gonna stick around for now, because I was worried that maybe it would be too much for him, but he was having the time of his life at the start. He was like, wow, it seems so realistic. I was like, it is real, but okay. And I'm even more curious to what's gonna be, next for them in store. Although, my god, I still can't with the whole, I still can't with that ending. I'm sorry, I still can't. like I literally said it last episode, like, oh, even though that obviously I don't know the whole past of the Doctor, it's obvious that he's been through a lot, and now again, like he finds someone that he also cares about, and then whoop, like he wanted to do this one nice thing for her, before he would leave, and he couldn't even do that. And then of course that letter as well. She was like waiting and waiting for him, but he didn't show up again for her. He was too late. And she did see a lot of those things in his head, but it would have been nice if she was able to see it with her own eyes. Yeah, I think that's the review. Just checking one more time. But yeah, I mean, I think the only, I guess, like, other disturbing mention I could make is, of course, the whole fact that the droids, when they needed more parts of the ship, that they ended up taking apart the crewmates so they could use their parts for the ship. Not only is that extremely sick, to say the least, but I'm like, how? I don't know, like, how does it even work? You literally put an eye of a human in some kind of, and somehow that works? What the like, maybe I shouldn't even think about that. I guess I should be somewhat, how do I say this? Like, I guess it's, at least it worked. Like, don't get me wrong, it's still an enormous fucking hell no that they took them apart, but if I was one of the crewmates, I would be even more pissed off if I got killed and then they take me apart and then they use one of my like parts and then it doesn't even fucking work. Then you just have like a rotten eye and it doesn't even see anything. Okay, that's just my point in a fictional world. All right. Yeah, but I think that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Bye.